Hey everyone, welcome to the video for the top 5 shooter games you should probably get on your VR headset. So the holidays just passed by and a lot of kids or adults probably got the MetaQuest 2, MetaQuest 3S, MetaQuest 3, or even the MetaQuest Pro if you're one of those weird people. But anyways, all these games are going to be available for you to play on those consoles. I don't know if they're going to be on PC. Some of them might be on PC, but that's what I know about the Quest Store, right? But anyways, if you're looking for a game to play, these are going to be my top 5, and again, they're going to be based on my opinion. So if you have a different order, please let me know. If you have, different reasonings, whatever, drop it in the comments, if anyone watches this video. But first off, we're going to go with number 5. So this is going to be the first game that I ever played on the MetaQuest 2. That was back in 2019, and I started playing off with Contractors. Okay, Contractors. Why is it my top bottom 5? I would say it's because it's a little bit dead right now. So back in the day, the lobbies used to be crazy. You had uh, Star Wars mods. You had the Space Marine mods. You had Vietnam mods, realistic mods. It's basically the Call of Duty of headsets. That's what people used to recognize it back then. That's the way I used to think about it back then. So it's very fast paced. You're running. You have to shoot the players a lot. It takes a lot for them to get killed, like in Call of Duty. It's a little bit less realistic. So in terms of realism, I would give it maybe like a 5 out of 10. Because a lot of the mods actually make it realistic. So sometimes it can be a 6 out of 10, but maybe I would say a 5 out of 10 solid. But again, it's not going to be one of those. How do you say it? Like, it's not going to be the best game, okay? But mechanics are good, weapons feel good. It's a good game to start. I don't know if you want to pay the price for it. Check it out though. Okay, number 4, I'm gonna say that's gonna be the OG game that I started playing with, the one that I started making videos with, back in like 2022 or 21, whatever. But I started playing this game in 2020, when I first got one of my headsets, Pavlov. So Pavlov also has been a little bit dead. Most of these games, I do apologize, they need more players. Okay, so that's why I'm making this video. But anyways, Pavlov, it has more, I would say the weapons feel a little bit more realistic, because you can actually grab it. You can grab grab the magazine, pull it out, pull it in, rack the gun, ba 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 ba. So there's a lot of little mechanics that make it feel more interactive than Contractors. So I would say in the terms of realism, it's a 6 out of 10. There's still, you're not gonna get killed with one shot, but if you get sniped in the head with a 50 cal, or there's a grenade or something, you're gonna get blown up into pieces. Or you can shoot players, and it's very gory. You can turn it off, by the way, but it's a very gory game. I don't know how to describe it. It's a gory game. And then one of the game modes I used to play was Search and Destroy. I would say that's probably one of my favorite game modes of all time in any game. I just feel like it's more, like I would say, realistic. So I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10 in terms of realism if you're playing Search and Destroy, just because you only get one life. And sometimes you can get, killed with a good shot, a single shot. That's all it takes. So that's going to be my number 4. Alright, so number 3, this is a brand new game I actually just started playing. It's going to be Forefront. It just came out last year, November 2025. It's basically Battlefield in VR. That's the best way I can put it. But I would say Battlefield like PS2 graphics. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, basically Battlefield PS2 graphics. it doesn't look great. It doesn't really. The map, I would say, doesn't look great. The weapons themselves look really pretty, but they don't have a lot of interaction. It is a new game. I don't know how much they're gonna do it, but in a lot of, for example, the previous game, Pavlov, you can actually pull the magazine, grab it, toss it, and it actually falls into the floor. Uh, you can drop your gun. Not this one. This one feels very, um, I would say, arcade-like. So in terms of realism, I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10, just because it feels very laser. Uh, the weapons feel very laser-like. There's not a lot of bullet drop. So let's say you're shooting straight, the bullet's just gonna go the same direction. It's not gonna, fall or anything. But it has vehicles, helicopters, ATVs, boats, snipers. You can upgrade classes. It has a rush mode and a conquest mode, which again is basically Battlefield. So if you're looking for a large scale game, that's going to be probably the best one. And it's also going to have the best player base because it's so new. You can find so many full lobbies, and there's only a few maps at the moment. So I will say just go in there, jump in. It's about 20 bucks. It's about 20 bucks. Oops. 20 bucks, and you can just, return it in less than 2 hours if you don't like it. Any of these games, again, you can get a refund at the MetaQuest store if you play it for less than 2 hours, or, uh, yeah, if you play it for less than 2 hours. So you can get your full refund. So again, Forefront is going to be number 3. That's going to be my top one in terms of how much I play it, just because it's so new. Again, there's so many things to do, and I need to upgrade my classes. Again, there's classes you can upgrade, weapons, a lot of it. Okay, so all right. So number 2 is going to be my all-time favorite game, one of the best games, I would say. I don't put it number 1 just because I feel like it's so old and there's not a lot of players anymore, but it's going to be Onward. Onward probably has to be one of the best VR games ever. Ever, ever, ever. Hands down. Simply because it came out so long ago. I don't think I was playing VR when it came out for PC. Then they started making it for the Quest. This one is going to be cross-platform, so you can actually play with both players. And this is, I would say, it's the most realistic in terms of gameplay, right? The graphics look pretty good for 2026. The weapon system looks pretty good. The weapons are interactive. You can rack your gun, take your magazine out, throw your weapons on the floor. You can actually lose your weapons. The grenade system feels really good. And there's a lot of game modes. So the reason it's not my number 1 is only because every time you jump in, there's 2 to 3 lobbies, per game mode. So if you're playing, again, the search and destroy type of game mode, there's only going to be like 5 lobbies, and only 3 of them are full. Or on a good day, there's 10 lobbies, 5 are going to be full. So it is kind of a game that's a little bit dead. But if you guys jump in to Onward, we could probably get it to number 1, get a lot of players, and simply, enjoy the game. But Onward, best game ever. And as I'm making this video, hopefully I can go ahead and show a little bit of gameplay, whatever, in my little screen. And yeah, so my number 1 game is going to be this one right here, Tactical Assault VR. As you can see, I'm literally recording this on Tactical Assault VR. I'll show you. So I got my little camera set up here. Basically standing right there. I got a little... This game, I'm just recording it here on Tactical Assault VR. So the reason this is my number 1 game, Player base, every time you log in, maybe there's less than 2,000 players available, at least in the United States or the region that I play in. The games also has a small development team. I would say it's pretty new in terms of development. I've been playing this for maybe 2 years. It's about 3 year old game, but it's had a lot of updates throughout, and you've been able to record now. You before you weren't able to record on your standalone headset unless you had a PC, but after a few updates, they were able to add this. So now again, we can make this. I can make this video. Anyone can make videos. Um, Record your gameplay. So basically, the reason this is the number one, it's the most interactive game in terms of VR. So everything you do here almost has a purpose. Your gun, for example, you can take out that magazine, you can put it on top of your gun, throw it, and then catch it. So something as simple as that you can't do in a lot of the other games. You could do that. You can run your gun, hit laser. For example. So I would say if you're looking for something realistic, tactical, if you're looking to even quote unquote practice um, your skills, your shooting skills, I don't know. This is a game that I would say it can help you sharpen at least something. I don't think you're gonna become a better shooter, but it is gonna maybe help you learn some tactical experience. Plus, you can help play with online people. So basically, as you can see on the walls, you have Epstein, Osama, this bald guy. I don't know who this is, but you go on terrorist hunts and you recreate missions from, I guess, the United States Army. So if you're looking for a game that's going to be realistic, that's going to be interactive in terms of your weapons, again, realistic. Also, this is a 9 out of 10. When you get shot, it's kind of crazy. Your body just drops like a doll. I'll try to do some videos here, but I don't know. It feels pretty.
Dude on the right.
Pretty good. The only thing that doesn't
Tanker down. Got him. Got him. One down.
The sound
Come on,
doesn't.
up top. Come on.
It doesn't sound.
He's in. He's in the trenches.
It doesn't sound. Everything's pretty rapid. All the weapons.
Good job, bro.
I don't know how to explain it, but they all have this similar tone.
And got the alleyway
That doesn't
covered.
distinguish.
Good to go.
That doesn't.
Got a contact?
That's what distinguishes
Down.
kind.
He's down. Bounce there, clear. Clear.
Hopefully makes the game more
There he is. He's running. Tank.
because
Clear.
again,
Nice.
this is a game that only has a very small player base, and the multiplayer almost feels a little bit, I would say, pointless. So when you're playing PvP, there's really no search and destroy. There's no rush. There's no um, team deathmatch. And if there is a team deathmatch, but technically there is no real point system. There's no points to capture. There's nothing that's tracking the points between each system that or something that makes it more rewarding to win each match. So I think that's what's lacking from this game. Maybe a little bit more modes to play with multiplayer PvP with other people. So it becomes one of those games that also competes with the rest of these. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. This is a very raw video. I didn't practice or anything, straight out of my head. It's gonna be a lot of cuts, edits, but I'm recording it basically thinking there's gonna be some sort of screen here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but if you're watching this, guys, I do appreciate it. Please leave a comment. That's the most important thing. Your feedback. If you like the video, if you think it's silly, if you have any other games that you want to recommend, or if you just got a headset and want other games that are not shooters, also drop it in the comments. But Happy New Year, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See ya.